Sunshine Coast Rugby, great. We're here today at Brothers Home against Caboolture Saints on that field. Boys, can the boys? I'm Zane Fongshire, just the legend of Sunshine Coast.
And Grimwinker here on the call. Wanya Mulum. We're here in the Kiwana Precinct, Kiwana Sporting Precinct. It's a beautiful track and the sun is shining. This is home of Brothers Rugby Sunshine Coast. On behalf of Brothers Rugby Sunshine Coast, we acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land that we're meeting on here today. We acknowledge their immense connection to land, water and community in the region and extend our respect to elders past, present and emerging within the Indigenous community. It's a match-up of 6 and 7 on the ladder. Both teams with one respective win to their name, but Brothers have been somewhat unlucky, Matty. They've jagged a few bonus points, being pretty close in most of their contests.
I think if you look at the ladder though, it is quite congested. Obviously, Uni at the top there, although that is something that conversation-wise was against those last week. But yeah, look, this could really start shaking up a bit. As you can see, the boys are in very nice jerseys this week. Zane, would you like to tell us the reason why? So what are you doing on this side of the track?
So this matchup in particular, round 7, a really good opportunity for this Brothers unit who've been in most of their matches to try and challenge the trajectory of their season. A good win here could back them into running the table towards the semi-finals berth. We'll go through the team sheets as we have them via Instagram. Imagine there's some inaccuracies here, but 1, 2 and 3 for Caboolture: Walter Sewer, Jake Harvey and Oliver Waite. Kennedy by Guffer, Gordon Pirit at 4 and 5, Ville, Lopez Milo and Alex Massisi round out the forward pack. It's a halves pairing of Caleb Sturgis and Timothy Foni, Liston Paitai and Mark Panipasa on the wings with Freddie Kamen at the back, and a centre pairing of Keegan Tuhegler and Steve Panipasa. For the home brothers side, it's the man affectionately known as Mr. T at number 1, Jack Packer and Michael Fields round out the front row, Hamish Hendry and Damien Scott at 4 and 5. Other Simolo, Matty McPherson and the captain Noel Brogdon at 8. Halves pairing of Riley Collins and Hugh Johnston, Jack Buckley on the left flank with Riley Craven on the right.
Oh, here we go. Oh, he's just been flashed. So the 3 of Michael Fields is actually replaced by Sir Kelly Rato. So Kelly's got the ball again. He's a hard man to tackle. He's over early points for Brothers. So yeah, back in the front row, obviously we're unsure about the changes. So Kelly's slotted into 3 jerseys. So Michael as well, so big team must be on the bench. Just a couple of other swaps we're used to that.
Looks a good centre pairing. That's Eric up on the side. Sam up, eh?
Yep, the boys from last year back together.
Pretty formidable centre pairing.
Hi, Ty.
Hi, Molly.
Whilst we're waiting for Riley Collins to take the conversion, I'm just going to preface everything. I've got my little fella in my arms, and if you hear a baby crying, that's the reason why. I'm just going to pass it. I'll try my best. Riley Collins taking a slotted right over the centre.
Good striker of the ball.
7-0 after 2 minutes.
Last year.
Yeah, really came through the reserve rank last year. Cemented his start in the reserve grade team. With the departure of Tyus Willoughby down to Newcastle, I believe. Shout out if you're watching Tyus.
It's an unforced error.
Yeah, Maddie.
The way they were hoping to respond there.
They are beautiful jerseys. If you're watching this live stream and not here, it's about an hour and a half to get down here to the cauldron, do we end up calling it? There's going to be these jerseys getting auctioned off by young Zayden here. He's going to be the auctioneer. He's got an exciting career in real estate. Give us an example of that.
So first look at the scrum set up from both sides. It's a pretty heavy pack to be brought up the Bruce Highway. Got a sturdy scrum from Brothers, and they're off and away. Sammy Almay stopping the shot there. Wow.
This is reminiscent of the Reds vs Chiefs last night down in the second shot.
It's a scary sight, big Sammy in the mission.
What is it, Ben? There we go.
Look, that's probably the reason I'm retired. Because the moment the back started moving forwards, Sonny rugby wasn't for me anymore.
Keep the one on.
Thank you out there to the ladies of the club, the girlfriends, the wives, the mothers, the daughters, the aunties. We wouldn't be at rugby growing up if it wasn't for those family members taking us to rugby. Giving us the time, you know, giving passion to kids. Thank you, all the ladies and boys. There is talk about him being auctioned off as a celebrity date tonight. So
Announcing himself as a leader.
Sam Buckley taking a kick on deck.
Still moving, still charging. Well, again, it looked ominous for this Caboolture Snakes team. Brothers with the ball in hand, they haven't met much resistance so far. It's been a quick left right. We'll see if the Snakes can steady the ship. It's a sweet move out the back, in space. The jinx. There goes Jack Buckley. He doesn't need too much room to operate. He's put it on the foot. And it's sitting up nicely. And he's going to go through. He'll score. Oh, no, no. Looks like he's about to score for him. Admirable chase there. The synchronicity especially. Ronnie Collins has chosen the boot from halfway. They'd like to have that one back off. Then he's nudged up towards the police station. Outside of the field. Both teams look ready to shift the ball around here. It's perfect conditions for So on their first attacking play in the midfield, Caboolture ran a little sweeping decoy out the back to unleash this 12. We'll see if they go to a similar shape here. And a discrepancy at the set piece. Up until this point, it's looked like a pretty fair contest at the scrum. But as you can see, Caboolture carrying some pretty hefty size in that forward pack. Bit of a weight advantage. It's a tidy line out.
In the middle, and he's pushed out to the right.
Another penalty there. Like Matty McPhee, eager to get his hands on the ball, but not quite in legal pilfering position. So Caboolture now moving forward, marching forward. This will take them inside of the 22 for the first time. And we'll get a look at their attacking setup.
Inside, go through the middle, we'll try and spread it.
Looks to be Timothy Foni, the decision maker at 10. We'd love to see a few phases here, but it's tipped away by Brogdon, and I think that's Mikey Fields who will retrieve the ball. But it's called a knock on, so we're a little clunky in this feeling out stage of the game. Early on, it looks like if anything's going to come from Caboolture, it'll be Foni and potentially Cayman from the back. He showed a quick stride and a tidy bit of footwork to create a dent earlier. So Zayden, you're sitting out for the rest of this season, mate. You were another one of those Ironmen of reserve grade last year.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, shoulder injury, which is annoying. I'd love to be out there. Sucks, but got to do the right thing. Well, here we go.
Footwork, a shimmy and a shake, and he's busted through one. Here goes Cayman. And it's an advantage played for penalty across at the scrum. But we've got some concern here for Sekeli Ratu. Just out of that scrum, as play continued, Sekeli stayed idle. Is the rehabilitation going well, Zayden?
Yeah, it's going good. Yeah, it's a bit frustrating, but it's alright.
So come on, tell the crowd, the fans, what have you done to yourself?
Oh, the fans. I don't even know. I just had to get a shot.
It was ACL last year, though, wasn't it?
Nah, I cracked
Oh,
my
it's not
growth
ACL. AC.
Nah, it wasn't even my AC. I just cracked a growth plate, and then I left it for a few months and I got a bit infected.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Too young and dumb to go
Yeah,
get it checked out.
Exactly. Got the words straight out my mouth.
So taking the year off.
Yeah.
Hitting the gym bigger, better, stronger next year.
Oh yeah, I've been saying that for about 3 years. But I'm sure this is the year.
Positive decision here from the Caboolture leadership. They've waved away the 3 points.
So we've got a first look at a very attacking line out from Caboolture here. They're going 5 men in the line out.
And it's a tidy throw, but unable to be held. And Mikey Fields again, man on the spot.
There he goes.
Carries well into the backfield. Collins
arguably
at 9.
the oldest man in the A grade comp too.
He's going to boot it down here.
Chop of the ball there from Hugh Johnston.
Ooh, penalty.
Referee heavily involved so far. See if we can get a consistent run of play to get a really good look at how these two match up. It was an early ambush from the home side.
Yeah. Haven't seen much ball for the last 5 minutes. How's dad life, Matty?
Dad life is great. Comes with its pressures, that's for sure. But hey, look at us. We're out here on a Saturday night watching rugby, so it can't all be that bad.
Pretty good then, eh?
Jack Packet a throw. Hamish Hendry the target. And reliable as ever is Hamish Hendry. Collins to Jackson, and here goes Ufa Masanga, a little tip on. That's a Matty McPherson, carries into contact. And it's the big 19 who we don't have on the team sheet. It's a big body and he got into position early. It's a fantastic steal for his club. And frustration here from
Matty
Brothers.
all wrapped up there. All wrapped up with nowhere to go.
It didn't look a fluid set of play on the back of that line out.
So probably not gaining as much ground as they would have hoped there. Caboolture probably only got about 10 metres, but the line out about 35 out.
Yeah, the barking of Sam Armain there, organising his troops. Potentially has more fun without the ball than with it.
Oh, here we go.
Captain Noah Brogdon's tried a little tip on. Mike, he's got a boot to it.
Again, the whistle. So we're in a clunky passage here from both sides, just struggling to find some continuity of play.
Definitely wouldn't expect these handling areas with such a beautiful afternoon for rugby, but neither team's able to control the ball for a solid period here.
The Brothers have slowed down a bit since the start.
Touch judge has been a real gentleman, offering to go get us some more tins here.
So here we go into the scrum, and again it collapses down.
Fit perfect.
And we'll reset this one, says Jordan Ryan. You do get a feeling Caboolture's starting to get an edge at the scrum. And it's a good shove, a good push,
The upper hand now.
and they've drawn a penalty. Definitely finding something here, the Snakes, when it comes to the set piece, when it comes to the scrum. They've enjoyed a bit of field position too after a pretty devastating start, leaking 14 points in 5 minutes. They've steadied, they've developed some territory, some possession, and are starting to work their way into this match.
They can turn it into points here.
So again, it looks to be Jake Harvey throwing. And it's fallen out and away. Clears to this big body.
Great tackle. Who's that? Oh, Noah. Of course it was Noah. Awesome tackle there.
But another discretion from Brothers. Discipline. He really kill his heel currently. Set up just in front of that marquee there for Ladies' Day.
As you can see, the ladies absolutely dressed to the nines over there. If you're not here, well, you've missed out. Make sure you get down here next year. So Caboolture's retained the line out there in an attacking position about 10 metres out from the try line. Looks like the forwards are happy to take this ball for a couple of picks.
Driving. Inching forward, this forward pack.
Both engine rooms going absolutely at it here.
Oh, he's broken.
It's a strong carry there. He's reached out,
He's dropped it over.
but unable
He's
to
given it
plant it. And now we're off the
Brothers.
other way. Ufa Masanga to
They're gonna take
Armain,
it.
who'll
Great
find
kick.
pasture.
Here comes Jack.
I think he's got, surely that's got to be called advantage over there. Big pressure
Punny
here
Hustle
from
will
Jack
cover.
Buckley.
He's cornered inside of his own 22 and chooses to carry.
Great shake.
Great support there from Caboolture to get back in time for that.
That's cool.
Skipping away. pushing through one, bouncing off two. Straightening up the middle. It's a fantastic run from this strong number 12 Keegan two-hanger. And the advantage played through. There was a discretion on the tackle there from Armain and Afamasaga. An advantage just called as Caboolture tried to chance their arm. Potentially thinking they had a free roll of the dice. Not the case. So here's Jack Packer now. Set to throw. You'd imagine it's Hendry or Brogdon the targets. And that one goes wayward.
You're incorrect there. Damien Scott, I believe, is the other lock partnering Hamish.
So a penalty here. Brothers, they've absorbed an amount of pressure from Caboolture and moved tidily inside of the 22. We'll have a look at their attacking set here.
See what they can come up with.
See what kind of shape they've got.
I reckon they'll be relying on those centres. Brothers go through the middle and draw them in.
Yeah, you can see Arthur Simolo, a damaging runner of the ball, just parked up outside of our number 10, Hugh Johnston. Oh, and another fumble at the line out. It's been clunky at the set piece for both sides. And a missed opportunity for Brothers. And now a penalty given away.
Quick tap here. Oh, they've got numbers on the right.
Goes two-hanger again. An elusive athlete, this man. And there was danger there, and Armain thwarted it quickly. A huge bit of contact, just forcing an error there from his counterpart.
That is the benefit of having such a big physical presence in defence. You know, if you're an attacking player and you see that, you take a second look before you even get the ball and you think, do I really want to run this?
I think particularly at that 13 position, you know, Sam Armain has all of the physical attributes to instill a bit of hurt and make you think twice.
The speed too.
But he's also got the IQ to kind of know when to bite and when to shift. So
Sam actually retired at the start of the year, but obviously it's got the better of him because he's out there today. He's been playing the last couple of weeks. So he's obviously come out of retirement now, which is good.
yeah,
I mean, us three could argue that we just know better, but
he's a big
Quinn,
presence.
talk us through, mate. You had a bit of an injury last year, and do you reckon that's it? That's the career done?
Yeah, I think it was a bit of an impromptu decision to come back to rugby. I think once you're falling in love with rugby, every January and February,
Get a bit itchy.
yeah. Always think about whether or not you can go around again, and I may have learnt my lesson last year, but it was
Clean ball for Riley Collins. Out
really
to
fun being a part of this fantastic club.
Riley stepped up well into that A-grade spot.
Absolutely, he really came into his own last year, which culminated in him getting a bench spot in the finals last year on the A-grade team after a very solid showing in reserve grade.
Sam's put it down.
Fortunately, mistake here from Sam Armain.
It's a good kick there from Freddie Kamen. He found a bit of space, and Sam Armain, the bounce unkind. So an attacking scrum here for Caboolture. See this halves pairing, Caleb Sturgis and Timothy Foni communicating and scheming. So another opportunity for Caboolture, Aiden.
See, they're down here again. See what they can do.
It's a strong scrum.
Great.
Good carry from Masisi off the back of the scrum. He's Strong carrier of the ball, and that's a penalty for offside. They're playing advantage. Fonny wants to go quickly. Thinks better of it. It was a positive carry from Masisi off the back of the scrum there. Hard man to contain. And with some of these athletes in this Caboolture side, you do feel like they're a danger of scoring.
Oh, they look dangerous. Every time they have the ball, they just can't turn it into points. They definitely look dangerous. They've got some good athletes out there.
All capable of bumping off 1 or 2 or 3 tackles and just requiring a lot of attention if they can pair it with a bit of structure. Could climb their way back into this game and potentially back into this season. It's been a tough season for Caboolture. Just the lone win. They've been in most of their matches, but the for and against might not reflect it. Here goes Fonny. Two hanger again, beating 1 and 2. It's a big agile body.
Oh, well done. Jack Packer. Done well for his brothers here.
So Brothers able to repel another attack.
Yeah, frustration for the Snakes.
There's been a fair few of these now. These attacks in. I'd say we probably spent at least 6% of the time in the Brothers half, but
Oh,
Snakes just.
poor Carl.
Oh, and Zayden's just been hammered.
Riley. Bit close. A little bit.
That's all right. Insurance will pay for that.
Yeah. I know where Riley lives, so it's all good.
If the cameras are picking up, you can see this detailed print within the Brothers stripes on these fantastic jerseys.
Gone a long ball. Hasn't quite been able to retain it. Caboolture back with the ball again inside the Brothers 40.
Big carry from the 7, Lopetzi Milo. Here's this big 19 again, eager for contact, eager to move.
That was defense just shaping up.
It's a simple game plan for the Snakes, but it might be the most effective path to points. I think when they've looked to shift, they haven't been able to piece it together.
Done. Is that Jack again?
I believe Jack Packer is involved again.
Jack Packer.
Now, Zayden, you'd probably be able to give us a bit more of a background history of Jack. I believe he was a Brothers junior before applying his trade in Brizzy for a bit.
He
Still a youngster in a lot of sense.
I think he's only 18.
I think he's 19 or 20, isn't he?
No, he's 18.
Oh my God.
He was in the under 14. Oh, was it under 14 or under 15's grand final? A few years ago for Brothers.
2021 must have been.
2021,
2020.
yeah. Under 15's grand final, I'm pretty sure it was.
So he's been a very handy acquisition straight into the A-grade team at such a young age. Obviously, huge future for him.
Yeah, he's a good player. Reliable.
Brothers ball just inside their own 40. Definitely looking to kind of, nope, they've lost it again. So Snakes with the ball. I don't know how much pressure this Brothers defense can sustain. The amount of ball that's been inside their 40.
There's been a lot of ball down there. They have to be getting tired now.
But the defense looks solid. What's interesting, they don't seem to be getting the ball inside into the 22. They're just stuck in this
No, they just get stuck. Brothers defense be frustrating for Caboolture. They haven't really tested the edges yet, Caboolture. It's been all through the middle at the moment.
Definitely look to be just working those middle corridors.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, Riley Craven.
And surely be working a... No. Thought they had a bit of an overlap
They're
out
showing
the side.
up. Oh, and they've got it back. Well done.
Damien Scott.
Here we
well
go,
done.
and there's numbers.
Yeah,
Here goes Buckley. Jack's chasing. Oh,
He's done well to
He's
defuse
done
that situation. Now, I'm sure Brothers will be looking to pin them down at this end of the field. Snakes just outside their 22, so not going to be able to get an easy kick away here. Might hope to hold the ball and work it upfield. No, they've got the box. It's been charged down.
Here we go. Goal's got the ball back.
No.
Forward. It's exciting.
We've just been given some reinforcements here, but not quite cold.
Oh. It's a bloody good afternoon. It's beautiful. That wind's completely dropped out as well. It's almost no wind now.
It is, yeah. We got a time there?
Yeah, look at the laptop, you see a time on that screen.
10 minutes to go.
10 minutes left in the first half.
I don't know how accurate that is.
That's all right, no worries. So not 100% sure of the accuracy on that, but got a bit of a guide. So we're about 2/3 of the way through this first half. Obviously Brothers with the ascendancy on the scoreboard, but Snakes have definitely been able to wind that back. They've had bulk of the possession, definitely bulk of the field territory. Maybe this little breaking play here is exactly what the boys in pink needed, but
Yeah, they'd be feeling that long defense.
absolutely, that was hammering there for a good 10-minute period.
Yeah, it was a promising bit of phase play there from the Snakes. The first time they've been able to string together a run of phases and use these big bodies to really create some dents in the Brothers' defence.
Zaid and I were just saying though, they really only kind of sat in those middle corridors. They really didn't want to expand out to the last 10 metres either side on the wings there.
Which potentially is the game plan here, right? You've got big bodies with fast feet.
Absolutely.
Keep on jamming it down the middle and let's see if we can't create some friction.
He's taking that well.
Here goes Jack Buckley.
He's going to try and test his speed out here.
Chink in a dance and into contact. Collins comes out the back and it's a mishandle there from the 11. And an
A lot of men
uncomfortable
offside there.
kick.
There's
So
a
here
lot
goes
of
Jackson.
offside players.
Oh, here we go.
Sam Buckley down the sideline. He's done a show and go. He's over.
Good footwork there in the end.
Unfortunately, just the fullback for Caboolture probably didn't quite get the kick away he wanted.
Yeah,
and he didn't have any support because unfortunately he was behind everyone.
It's Liston Paitai. Riley Collins came out of the back of a ruck there, a little bit bumpy and clunky, and thought, let me put it into the end field, and it was a fortuitous.
Great eyes up footy there. Could see no one at home. Pop it in there behind. And the same man's now going to try and take the conversion from the sideline.
Classy finish there from Samuel Buckley.
What are the odds he pots this, boys?
Riley loves these sideline kicks. I reckon he's got it straight.
What's the percentage? 70%?
Oh, I reckon higher than that.
Higher?
He goes well, Riley. I've rarely seen him miss.
Yes. Not at all a touch of wind here. It's beautiful conditions.
So it's taking about a metre past the 22, so it's about a 30-degree angle. Definitely closed it up a bit.
That's beautiful.
And he has slotted it.
As clean as you like.
He can kick this boy.
And frustrating here for the Snakes. They've had a big run of territory. They've had a big run of possession. They managed to piece together some attacking raids and some phases. They came up empty and then a lapse in concentration somewhat.
Yeah, Caboolture seem to have most of the possession. The Brothers are just turning into points. The chances that they get.
Good to see Samuel Buckley streaking down that wing with those trademarked sleeves.
Yeah, Frozone.
Mr. Pajama Man. That was coined by, I think it was the first game of the Brothers
Collins
A grade
again.
in
On a
history.
string.
When they were playing at Caloundra last year. lovely commentators down at Caloundra there. They coined in the pajama man. And
Pajama man.
It's since then stuck.
And Caboolture really struggling to get back in support here. It was two hanger again. This
Oh, Jack Packer.
active number 12.
It's just so dangerous.
I think you just know what you're going to get out of Jack.
Jackson, there's space wide. It's to Afamasunga, and here goes our main in space.
Riley evading that tackle.
Turn Craven inside.
Caboolture,
An illegal
first turnover.
steal. He looks ominous in space, doesn't he, Sam Armain?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't want him running at me.
Big body. Impressive acceleration. Just an incredible athlete. We were talking earlier on his defensive presence. He's at the 13, such an anchor in the defensive line. He's much like a shot blocker in the NBA, even if he's not impacting directly. His presence, his IQ, and the doubt he puts in the opposition's mind, it just takes up space.
It's amazing the change you've seen in the rugby scenery worldwide. You know, since the late 90s, early 2000s, where your backlines are typically, you know, skinny, fast men, and now you see this influence of big backlines that, like I said before, are just as big as their forward pack.
You were playing fullback last year, weren't you, mate?
What are you saying there, Zayden?
Nothing.
Big bodies in the back line.
Big bodies in the back.
I might have been in a green paddock for a
Contested
couple
throw.
of years, yep.
Here goes
Still
Funny.
had the fullback skills, I believe.
And it's a strong charge. Again, Caboolture settling into this attack, one off the ruck. Utilising these big agile athletes, but
Brothers defence again.
Great sportsmanship there from Hamish Hendry, helping the Caboolture player back off the ground. You do love to see it.
Love to see it.
he's an incredibly blue-collar athlete, is Hamish Hendry, isn't he? He's
White
such
collar.
an iron man.
White collar.
White
Yeah.
collar.
He is a gentle giant.
The way he
No,
goes
absolutely.
about his business, it's as if he's got high vis and a pair of steel cap boots on. He's very
And I'm sure
industrious
his
athlete.
parents in New Zealand were probably tuning in here. So shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Hendry.
He missed the final series last year to go to Europe.
He did.
And a potentially
Here we
notable
go.
loss in that final series for Brothers.
I believe he did win best forward last year. He's Mr. Reliable. So Caboolture's got the ball back here, just inside their 40. Likely going to take a hit up here. I think they'd be trying to clear it. Brothers' backfield has definitely got it covered though.
I think Brothers are a bit...
Here goes two-hanger. Here goes this man.
Quick hands there, but the ref's given advantage to the Snakes.
He's been impactful two-hanger. He's a strong carrier of the ball at the 12. And a penalty drawn. Yeah, he's been impressive two-hanger at 12 for Caboolture. He's active and involved and looks pretty threatening when he carries.
I think Brothers were a bit unlucky last year in those finals. They lost obviously Hamish, and then Noah did his ankle as well. They were on fire throughout the season.
It was a very promising start to a fledgling club. His first season to, I think the boys came third or fourth, was it?
I think they finished fourth. They were doing well.
No, they finished third.
Was it third?
Yep. And look, for a first season, to be able to suddenly raise 3 grades and compete in those 3
competitive
grades,
Reserve grade
definitely
only missed.
Oh, it's a huge shot.
well done to the management and the coaching team to be able to make that work.
Collins out the back. He
Big
looks
Mikey,
right and goes
president,
left.
a
And
lot of work behind the scenes.
Look, I
There
think
goes
it
Hendry.
goes without saying, this club would not exist without Mike Haynes.
Everyone behind the scenes doing a good job.
Smoller just throws his left hand out there. I don't think that was intended for him, but here goes Afamasaga.
That was a big hit before, eh?
Kelly Ratu. Collins clears Simolo. A bit of footwork at the line.
Ref was willing to play that advantage for quite some time. I thought Brothers had probably had their run with it, but he's called it back.
Oh, he's just going to kick this out, I reckon.
Yeah, you'd be hoping to hit around the 22 mark. Take that line out. Whether or not they've been working on the maul or not, we'll wait and see, I suppose.
And he's shown a pretty reliable boot here today, Riley.
Yeah, his kicking game's unreal.
Riley Collins, a big part as to why he's fit so snugly in this A-grade number 9 jersey is that kicking game off the tee and in general play.
I just thought it's only because the 9 came in medium and that was it. So.
Yeah.
Hendry safe as always. Jackson, Simolo. Collins will clear. It's Mikey Fields. Returns inside to Brogdon. Jackson shifting. Armain beats 1. Beats 2.
It's a hard man to bring down.
Simolo dancing and weaving.
Jack wants the ball here.
Yes, Buckley is calling for the ball out in the wing.
It's a positive run of phase. Mikey Fields. Brogdon, they've narrowed their attack.
Got both wingers out at this right-hand side here.
For Masanga.
Oh,
it's done a long ball.
Rocket out to Buckley. Buckley a shimmy and a dance, but he's brought down well there from...
Oh, well done. Good support there from Eric and Riley. Oh, he's got numbers out here on the left.
Jackson really directing traffic in this passage. He's clipped him high.
Brothers definitely willing to throw the ball on this beautiful afternoon.
Armain.
Oh, here we go.
Simolo. Desperate defense from Caboolture. And we'll come back. It was a high shot. It was a high shot on Noah Brogdon who straightened the attack. What a positive passage of play from Brothers.
Definitely willing to throw that ball around. Caboolture flanker prop.
Lopeti Milo.
He's calling out what looks to be Eric Afamasaga. I think he thinks that Eric's going to be getting the ball, but the Brothers are quite content to take the 3. Give themselves about it. If Riley gets it, which, you know, look, if he can pot from the sideline, you'd think he's going to pot this. Gives them a just over 3 converted try lead coming into half-time, which would be quite a nice...
It's not bad.
I'd say that'll put a smile on head coach Darren Tahu's face.
In that passage of play, it was Hugh Johnston who really took command and really directed what was happening there. Do you know much about Hugh?
Playing in America. Yeah, he just came back from America. I think he did. He's been playing for college over there. Coached the last year, I think. But yeah, he's a pretty handy player. Good communicator and good IQ, good footy IQ.
Yeah, we'll see if this second half brings a chance to see Hugh direct traffic again. He looked really capable off both hands and very competent in steering around the bodies around him.
Now it'll be also interesting to see what the finishes that are going to come on. I can see a few familiar faces on that bench there. Got Billy Coyner, another one of the Brothers juniors that's been over in America playing.
Yeah, he went over to America this year. Seems to be doing well.
Heading back over again. Called back for another season.
Yeah.
It's a very casual 24-point lead at the half. Brothers repelled a bit of damage, but never looked entirely under threat. I think the second half, Caboolture need to...
The ball never really got into the Brothers 22. It was definitely in that, you know, in that second quarter between the 22 and 50 on the Brothers side for quite a lot of time. Apart from the last 10 minutes, Brothers have seemed to regain that territory possession. But
I think the coaches will be happy with that defensive effort.
Absolutely, that's very put a smile on anyone's face. Being able to hold any team to 0 at half time, absolutely, that's always going to be the aim, isn't it? So.
Yeah. 22-0 half-time score, eh?
Shall we go have a quick look around the grounds?
Yeah.
Or are we going to pull up stumps for the half? We might just have a quick break. We'll be back with you in 5 minutes.
Yeah. Let's go. We just gotta go hard. I go the hardest. I bring the pain.
And we're back here for the second half. The girls of Lady A's have had a lot of fun trying to have a kick a goal. Fair bit of entertainment here. So Snakes with the kickoff. Brothers knocked back. Snakes has regained possession there. So they can have an early chance here in the Brothers half. Jack Packer sniffing around the ruck again. Caboolture retaining the ball there. Just happy to run in those middle corridors again.
Two-hanger met really well there by Arthur Simolo. He's been a damaging runner through the first half, two-hanger. And a man to watch for the hitmen of Brothers.
Oh, Caboolture really had a chance there to shift out that a big overlap, but unfortunately unable to retain the ball.
And it's a 22-0 score line as we kick into the second half. This is a really good chance for both sides to try and implement a bit of structure, the systems and patterns that are going to carry them through the back half of this season. We've reached the halfway point of the season, Matt.
Yep, this is the final week of the first round, as they call it.
And if either of these clubs are going to make a run at the final series that awaits, now's the time to do it.
Brothers with a steal on the throw, but unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, Caboolture were able to get possession there.
I think that's Walter Sewer.
And the ref has found a knock on there. So Brothers will take that scrum on their 40. 35 out from their try line.
Geez, he looks damaging, Sewer. Whenever he gets the ball in hand, he's ripping and tearing and just creating havoc.
He's definitely one of the most vocal boys on the field as well. Lets everyone know where he is.
Again, we're calling these names off the sheets on Instagram, so apologies if there's some discrepancies, but the number one of Caboolture definitely inserting himself into this match. And it's a tidy scrum from Brothers off of Masanga onto our main. Our main. There's support around.
Here we go.
There's support around,
Jack
and there goes
Buckley
that
is
man.
not a man you want to leave
He's
in the
hard
open.
to stop.
He's
He's
thrown
flung it away.
to the brother.
Oh,
On the giraffe has found a knock on there.
Oh, he's
Jack Buckley cannot believe it.
Jack would have loved that one in front of the girls down there for Ladies' Day. Full table of them.
Oh, it just shows you the ability our main has, just with half a wrinkle, to make people miss. And
Jack's hurt. Knee or an ankle, he's gone.
So it didn't look to be any halftime substitutions there for Brothers. Still got the starting 15 on the field. Be interesting to see at what point Coach Darren Tahu decides to inject some impact plays.
particularly if this is a match that he starts to have a think about combinations and potential off the bench, things that he can use moving into the back end of the season. With a pretty safe scoreboard.
Oh, great.
It's a good push.
Great
It's a
scrum
good
from
push
Brothers.
the
Well
scrum.
done.
They're all over it. They're
Matty's up
happy
and
here.
about.
The energy is definitely lifted here for Brothers. You can feel that.
Yeah,
Love.
that's a good, meaningful charge too. I think Caboolture were just a touch short of having their way with the Brothers scrum in that first half. They were very dominant. So that's a good show of resilience.
They're going to take another scrum here.
Pack.
I think the tail's up here.
They don't want to try and turn this into points here. So they're going to go through their back line.
And we'll get a look at the setup. It's been Alpha Masanga to our main that's caused the most headaches with this Caboolture back line. I mean, at speed and on an angle, he's a hard man to stop.
With the support of the Buckley brothers, it's very, very hard to defend against, isn't it?
And I think much like last year, brothers, the potency of their backline has definitely not been an issue. Riley Craven, another that served his time there in reserve grade last year, has his opportunity this year in the A grade.
He's definitely started to believe himself a bit more this year, Riley. He's playing well.
They're in the 14 jersey and the misty grey headgear. He hasn't seen much possession so far today.
No, as soon as I put it on, it stopped.
In open space, he can be somewhat of a threat.
Yeah, that's normal. Yeah, 30 seconds. It's because we're having to do this over so long.
Another sturdy scrum there from brothers. He goes Johnston, Afamasanga,
Yeah, do the middle.
changing direction, asking questions, Afamasanga.
Here we go. Oh, short.
Just short there.
Numbers here on the left for brothers. They seem to go to the hands here.
Ratu. The sweat coming off on that hit there.
Here goes Hendry. Hendry
Is he
on a
over?
dive.
Held up.
Gonna be called held up.
Well,
That's
opportunistic.
Jack Packer
That's Packer.
again.
He's consulting with the touch judge there that Jack Packer was indeed held up by this Caboolture defence, and Sekeli Ratu is down again. He may have carried a niggle into this match. He's a very important piece to this set piece, and
Or potentially just needs a rest after 2 hard scrums.
They were 2 big scrums. See Jack and Sam Buckley barking orders from the back here as well. Working together.
So the Snakes with the dropout here.
makes that man two-hanger. Pretty pivotal role he plays in a number of areas for this Snakes team.
And Buckley's put it down.
Unforced error there from
Won't
Sam
be
Buckley.
happy with that
He'd like
one.
to have that
Snakes
back.
have taken the scrum back on the halfway point there.
Don't know if the camera was picking up just how obtrusive that sun
That sun is beaming.
over the west there can be. It was directly in the eye line of Samuel Buckley as he attempted to reel that one in.
Here, Jimmy.
So let's get a look. It looks like the back line shifted a touch. We've got two-hanger standing in at the 10 position. Forney, one outside of him.
Riley's moved to the wing here, and then Hughes jumped into 9 to defend. I think.
We'll just create an overlap here. Unfortunately, unable to get the ball away.
Ah, the Simolo, tidy pickup.
Well done.
Fantastic hands there, Simolo.
Collins with the box kick. A bit of
good
more,
pressure.
thought there might have been some confusion there in the Snakes back line.
As he's known to do, and he's off and
Oh,
away.
He's
into
got
the
some
entry.
space. You do not want this man in space from what we've seen
Oh,
today.
he's turned Sammy inside out here.
He's got the ball away.
A fantastic counter from this active number 12. He's been an absolute superstar for the Snakes here.
And the ref has found a knock on there, unfortunately. So Brothers will take a scrum on their 22. We're looking to clear this.
Yeah, we'll get a look at their exit plan. We haven't seen too much of their exit plan from a set piece today, so getting insight into the
It's
schemes of
hard
Darren
to
Tahu.
tell, but I think the scrum is slightly just outside the 22. So any pass back will put a bit of pressure on the kicker, whoever it may be, because they will not be able to kick it straight out on the full.
See Afamasanga there at inside centre, just trying to push the sunlight away from his vision.
These shadows are creeping very quickly, however. So I believe in another 10 minutes we're
I mean,
Sam.
Hugh Johnston. And there goes
Afamasanga
Afamasanga.
is taking a kick.
Eric.
Not known for his kicking ability.
No.
Definitely more of a power runner player. Oh, it's a solid hit there from Mikey Fields, the oldest man on the field. And the refs found a penalty there.
Matty, you
Oh,
mate.
he's taking a quick tap.
Quick tap from Fawny. There's some numbers and
He
some
sold the
space.
candy. Oh, he's tried to get a dummy away, but just got trapped. But the refs found another penalty. Oh, he's sending him.
It's a yellow card. It's Arthur Simolo. He's pointing at the 6, Arthur Simolo. What was that? I've completely missed it. Fawny went off and away.
Think
He
it
was
was
giving a dance.
It was a quick offside. Maybe he's found potential foul play there. Slowing down the play from
Is
a
it
Brothers
Arthur
player.
Simolo?
Ah, it's Riley Collins.
Riley Collins.
So a scrum half down. This is going to be interesting for Brothers.
Yeah, really pivotal position to be without the scrum half. At times, potentially a wing.
Oh,
or
no.
a centre.
Sorry,
No,
no,
it's Hamish.
Hamish Hendry.
It's Hamish Hendry. A notorious bad boy of rugby union is Hamish Hendry.
Not known for his dirty play.
He's known.
This is quite on brand.
You wouldn't expect much less here from Hamish.
So it must have been in desperation, completely offside. He's hindered Fawny, who skipped away.
Seems to be, yeah.
Off a quick
It's
tap.
happened all so quickly.
Again, we see the setup from Caboolture. We've got Tuhenga standing at first 5 now, and Fawny moved just one outside the 5'8".
They're really compressed as well.
It's a good push.
Oh, great
Big
scrum.
scrum. They're
They've
gonna
drawn an advantage. Off goes the 8. Here goes 9. Liston Paitai with a bit of footwork and a bit of a dance.
refs also playing advantage to Caboolture here, so whether they look to try their hand at something fancy here, knowing they've got the advantage.
So they can get some points.
Brothers will have to be careful here.
Oh.
If these infringements keep occurring, they could be looking at 2 bins.
And you can see how compressed this Brothers defensive line is. Another penalty, another advantage. It's crowded and it's clunky, but Caboolture are really happy to
And
keep
they're
it.
over.
Caboolture over.
They're over.
They got points.
Well done.
That pressure had to give in at some stage.
Yeah, well done. They've had some territory, they've had some possession throughout this match. And a good reward for their investment and their perseverance here.
Matty, I've noticed you've made it very clear that Mikey Fields is the oldest out there.
Oh, he's got to be. He's got to be, surely. Sean Simonek, the
Shonny.
other prop from the Brothers A grade last year. He did have his, I think, season debut for the reserve grade team this year.
No, he played last week, mate.
He played last week. My apologies, but I do believe he probably needed the extra couple of weeks as a rest from last season. I'm not sure who's older, whether it's Shonny or
You wouldn't know out there.
Mikey Fields, but
Definitely
the greys are showing on both gents. Let's put it that way.
Here goes Tuhenga. Fantastic athlete, Sean. Not just in rugby.
Not just in rugby, in paddling dragon boats.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're called.
Barkley putting the pressure
He's
on.
multi-Australian champion. Speaking of Australian champions, we have a celebrity guest over here. Australian bodyboarding champion, Lockie Cramsey. He's a bit nervous. He doesn't want to come to the mic. He's coming over for a chat. We'll just watch this kickoff. We'll bring you in once we're breaking play, Lockie. Collins with the kickoff.
And we'll see what this does for this match.
Oh, Caboolture's dropped that there. You scrummed her, brothers. So, Lockie, what brings you out here today?
Hey, you do. It's been about
Just a big fan of rugby.
10 years since I've been on the field, so
Now,
yeah.
I believe there's a bit of rugby pedigree in your bloodline. Your father's got a bit to do with the Maroochydore Club.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, my dad used to coach Maroochydore, the Swans, for a couple of years. So, yeah,
Took them to a premiership.
that's right.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I wasn't there,
So,
but I was
well,
supporting
look,
from
you
the sideline.
obviously had other sporting aspirations. So, bodyboarding, tell us about it. Australian champion.
Yeah, Yeah, a couple of years back, did the Aussie Tour and the World Tour. Ended up winning the Aussie Tour.
Oh, I mean, with a break, Craven on the wing. He's done the goosey. Unfortunately, he's been found. Buckley is calling for something there. He's given the penalty.
I reckon Riley should have just backed himself then. He would have gone over.
Another example of Sam Marmain in space.
Oh, it's good to see.
Such an intent
There is a
carry of the
big
ball.
overlap
What a
on the
transfer.
outside.
Oh, Buckley right in front of the
Away
women.
you go.
Right
And
in front of
in
the women.
away.
He's done it.
They would have loved that.
Now,
Jack
this
Buckley.
might test my memory, but I think he scored a very
He did.
similar try Ladies' Day
He
last
did.
year.
He would have been looking
right
for that
in
all
front
day,
of the
Matty.
ladies.
Right in front of the women there. They
Such a
love it.
classy finish. There was a
I
lot
think
of
we
work
mentioned
to
it
do.
earlier, but he is single.
He is single and he scored an absolute pearler in front of the women there. Ladies' Day, Jack Buckley has rocked up. I'm sure.
A little bounce in and away. He got put one-on-one. A little bounce in and away. Completely froze the defender and an athletic
done
reach
well.
to finish in the corner.
His jersey is going to go up in value after that tonight.
Absolutely. As we said before, we will be auctioning off all these jerseys here after this game. So if you're not here yet, I'm not sure why you wouldn't be, but get down here.
I heard for the right price the shirts do come off.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe you might get a photo with these players. Who knows?
Who knows? I heard some of them, though, if they had their shirts off, the price will go up to get them back on. So we'll see how we go.
It's a good way to steady the ship here from Tahu's men. Good way to respond to a leak in their defence.
Oh, Riley
And he's just
going across the face.
pulled that one across the face. But a good response from the men in pink. And a special bit of play from
Jack Buckley.
Jack Buckley.
About 20 minutes.
He's so quick off the mark. Jack.
Well, I think we saw it through last season. He just finds a way to impact a match.
Yeah.
Regardless of the position. He's a Swiss Army knife for this club. He plays a lot of positions. He plays a lot of roles.
He can do it.
But
He
he just plays-
played halfback a little bit last season, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
that's right. And did so really admirably.
Big push off there from Damien Scott.
Yeah, Scott's been
Gained those
impressive.
extra couple of metres. 1%
Yeah.
as the coaches are always asking for. Unfortunately, some poor ball there, but the brothers boys
Here we
are
go.
going to shift that.
Masanga.
Oh, great pick.
Craven.
Here we go,
Pass. That's a
Craven down the
Craven.
sideline.
Put on the boot. He
Oh,
will.
good kick.
And he'll
Back
find
into the middle.
space. He'll find open grass.
A lot of pressure here on the
Testing for
Snakes
Fawny.
10.
Throws out to Paitai.
Just
Oh,
called
forward.
a forward pass
Oh.
there. That
Oh,
did
no.
look it from here too.
Braz will be loving this one.
Brothers will be celebrating that big pressure in defence there.
That was a good kick there by Riley. Back on the infield.
The fact he found space definitely
Found space.
definitely made that the correct option. So brothers with a big chance to put the game to rest here.
You'd think if they got another one here, Matt, he'd be
I
all over.
would have to say the lead would be close to insurmountable. However, crazy things have happened. So brothers with a scrum, about 8 metres out, pretty much centre of the field. Still no substitute. Oh no, we have got a substitution. We've got Jared Young's been put onto the side there, onto the flank. Previously known for his front row ability, so maybe he's diversifying his skills there.
He's a man of many talents there, Jared. Here we go to the left.
Boys have switched it.
Hugh with a good.
Hugh Johnson just been found short. Great pick there from Snakes.
Been turned over.
Okay, he's stuck in the in
gonna
goal.
back
Is he going to get
himself.
out? He is, and they've got numbers. This could be a big counter-attacking opportunity.
Oh, here we go. Oh, great tackle.
I believe that's the Irish import. Unsure of his name, and we're looking at each other. Nope, sorry.
It's a good tackle. Great tackle.
It is a great tackle. So there has been
Oh,
some
well done.
substitutions made for the brothers team here.
The defence by the brothers.
Going for a clearance kick here. Looking to keep it in
Oh, good
field.
kick.
bounced up nicely there for Collins.
Oh, he's gonna take his
he's
time.
inside his 22, so he will be searching for meters there. Just gonna settle the ship there, pot it out.
Is that meant to be counting down? Is that meant to be counting down?
Well, as it ran out.
Oh, right. Sun's almost set here, Matty.
Sun is setting, as you can see across the field. The chill is definitely starting to come in. Snakes with the line out here on the brothers 40.
That wind is completely dropped out. Oh, brother's got it here.
Counter-attacking opportunity. Is that Hugh
On the
Johnson?
kick,
He's
yeah,
taking the
Hugh
kick.
down the sideline. He's chased his kick here. Oh, and he's got him. I was
He's tried to sidestep, but he's been found. However, he has got support there. So Caboolture with the ball about 30 out from their try line.
That was awesome work there by Huey.
Poor ball out. However, they did have advantage, so we'll take that penalty. Probably about 10 metres in from the sideline, so the angle will be tight. We'll be hoping to gain 20, 30 metres. We do have a man down though, so we might just have a little bit of break of play here. Nope, he's back up.
Oh, Sam Jack.
Oh!
Off the,
hasn't found touch.
here we go.
And sorry for that swearing there.
That was Brothers spreading it here.
Big run there. McPherson with the ball. A ball playing 7.
He's been playing well today, Matty.
He has been. And Brothers with the penalty. Jack Buckley's going to take the quick tap. Going to find them offside.
Oh, Jack
Look,
is good, isn't he?
He's
Oh,
found the space.
and he's got it. Oh,
He's done
Jack
it.
Buckley.
Oh my
Jack
God,
Buckley.
they just could not bring him down.
He's a good little player, isn't he?
And there's going to be a yellow there, which
Oh, here we go.
keeps in time with obviously the yellow for the Brothers team earlier on. There was, a quick tap was taken, and it is foul play, unfortunately.
He's great, isn't he? I just want to reiterate. Jack is single. Jack Buckley is single.
Saden's got a bit of a man crush here.
A little bit.
Hey, mate. What do you mean? Not a chance. Not a chance.
Why aren't you running those taps?
Those what?
The taps.
Taps. What taps?
Fucking penalties.
That wouldn't stop it. Oh, G-code. So 34-5 to Brothers. Just a ballpark, 10 minutes to go. So, look, this could be a scoreline here. Caboolture will definitely be hoping to
kick.
wind back this damage here. Massive kick. Taken nicely by Sam Buckley. Just going to put it out. Caboolture taking the quick
Oh, they're
kick off
going
here.
quick. Oh,
An
no.
unfortunate error there. So there will be a scrum to the Brothers boys. 40 out from their try line. As you can hear the sounds of suburban rugby, we've got crows in the background. We've got all the juniors running around, running the scoreboard. Is there anywhere else you'd rather be here, Zach?
Oh, nowhere else, Matty.
Can't beat it.
No. Good afternoon. Oh.
Ooh. There's a bit of nitty-gritty there between the nines.
It's a
And then
burden
there's
bomb. Oh!
definitely not a lovely relationship there, as you'd expect. Typically the two biggest pests on the field, the nines.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Riley Collins definitely doing well with that pest. Pest right now. Sandbark and orbiters.
Clean line out there from Caboolture. Looking to clear this ball.
Straight into Hughes' arms.
Johnson on the wing there. He's taking a step back there. Just popped it up. Potential chance here for no. Caboolture's regained the ball.
Oh,
found a drop there. Don't know if it was knocked on. I think it was knocked backwards. However, brothers did regain the ball.
Jack Packer. Very strong.
He still hasn't been put down yet.
Oh, he's
Brothers
not rolling.
look like they'll have a fairly easy ball access here. Jack Packer might have been playing for the penalty just a touch.
Bit.
Just a touch.
There's Damo. Good legs tackle. Caboolture don't seem to be engaging in those rucks.
Yeah, brothers' ball security here is really looking quite solid.
They just
Oh, Jack Buckley down the wing was he was looking for a chip. Did not come. So he's been taken into touch.
It's an unfortunate end to a pretty promising raid. I think we're moving into this back half of the second half. And if you look at it, Zayden, from either club's perspective, Caboolture, some stability, some structure, and trying to get some wins on the board with what they're trying to do out here. And brothers really trying to convert this to get some momentum moving into the rest of the season.
Yeah.
I think we'll see some subs off the bench. I think Coach Darren Tahu will trial some combinations and really have a look at what he's got in the penthouse.
Looks like Jake's coming on. He played full game reserve grade the game before. Yeah, he's coming on. Be interesting to see where he goes. He's playing outside centre for reserve grade today. Pretty handy player.
Quick tap, off and away. Wrapped up and roped up. Two-hanger. Shrugs off one.
He's played well today for Caboolture.
I think if anything, he's been the shining light for the Snakes.
That sun's pretty much set now.
They promote the ball. They're looking more willing to move the ball around.
Oh, Matty's got the snow jacket on.
Yeah, well, as we said, the sun has set and it's just a bit of a chill's come over the ground.
Referee Jordan Ryan pulls it back.
Still got the pluggers on that.
I'm a big fan if the top half's warm, the bottom half's all good. I'd rather lose a few toes than a few fingers, that's for sure.
So what does this win mean moving forward? So we're halfway through the season, right, boys? It's a 34-5 scoreline.
It's definitely good for the points differential. I'm not sure how it'll look on the ladder. Unfortunately, the phone's gone flat, but I believe it'll probably push the brothers boys into the top four.
I think for brothers, it's just momentum going to the second half of the season.
Now, this is only the second home game of the season, I believe.
Yeah.
So they have got a fairly good run on the way home.
Yeah, a few
So
home games.
four more home games for the rest of the season, which is definitely an advantage.
Brothers are pretty strong at home as well. They put a few points on Maroochydore last time they played at home. So they like to play here.
Two-hanger's left that one behind. It's
Porter's
gone
out
backward.
there.
Off he goes.
Porter Crawford, the captain of the
Strong
reserve
carry
grade, I believe.
Yeah,
Jumped on for a bench spot.
it's a good player, Porter. Scored a try actually for reserve grade today.
Of course, we haven't touched on the previous results. So the reserve grade brothers boys had a win.
We had women's first.
Women's first. The sisters knocked off the Snakes women
Jack, here we go.
52-24.
Oh,
Big pressure there. I think Geordie will find a little knock on there. So brothers in another.
It was a knock on from Freddie Kamen.
So brothers in another attacking position for the scrum, just inside the 22.
yeah. So we had the reserve third grade brothers and Caboolture last night, and brothers got a win there, and then had the women's today, which was a good game as well.
Absolutely, it was definitely touch and go there towards the first part of the second half. I believe it was about brothers were up about 33-23, but yeah, the sisters they were able to tear away with a couple of late tries. Reserve grade was definitely a hotly contested contest. It was sitting at about Caboolture was in front for quite a while, and brothers evened up to 8-all, and then got a couple of tries towards the end of the second half, just to get the upper edge.
We've had some good games today.
See Jack moving into the scrum half position here. We touched on his versatility.
Go anywhere.
Short arm to the Caboolture boys, pushing too early. It's a big no-no, which these boys should know about, but obviously a little bit eager to get that action going. Zayden recycles cans.
Yeah. They'll chuck on the back seat, maybe they won't. Won't look much different, trust me.
Drew Goodman come onto the field here.
Oh, Drew's out there. He's a good player, old Drew. That 12 jersey.
Yeah, real homegrown talent at the club, Drew Goodman.
Celebrated 10 years with the club last year, I believe.
Drew.
Yep.
No. He's from WA.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
It's all good.
He has moved up from the junior system.
Yeah. We played junior Colts in 2021, and then Drew and I actually played in WA together in under sixes rugby league. So there you go. And then he moved to Bali for a couple of years, and then he grew up playing rugby union in New Zealand. And then the last couple of years in school back here on the coast.
He's a talented athlete at the 10 position.
He can play fullback. He's really good fullback as well.
Clunky from Caboolture.
I do believe last year was actually his first year playing 10. He got shifted in there from fullback.
Hanger. Again, just bounces out of a tackle or two.
So it looks like Drew's gone. It looks like Riley Collins is off and Jack's moved into that 9 role. And then Drew and Jake on the edges. Jake must have gone to wing.
This is a promising passage of play for the Snakes. They've shown glimpses. When they've pieced phases together, they've looked pretty ominous.
Drew was actually the 2022 club captain.
There you go.
So there you go. He's grown up.
Here goes Jack Buckley.
Jack to the middle. Oh, this is not what you want to say. Oh, he's been ironed
and Riley
out.
Craven chasing this one down. There's some pressure mounting here.
Oh, and he dropped it? Oh, he has now.
Yeah, and Jordan Ryan's picked that up.
Great kick there.
Positive bit of play from Jack Buckley. The ball spilled out the side of a ruck, and Jack Buckley found some space and put it on the toe. Always applying pressure is Jack Buckley. Just threatening.
He has the speed and the support to back it up, though. Anything.
So quick.
Any little kick, you don't want to. It doesn't give the defense any time at all because he's always breathing down your neck.
It looks like he's still hurting from that hit. It was a solid whack.
Be interesting to see if we can put some phase together and see what Drew can do direct in this team.
So Drew's gone to 10, yeah.
Drew's in at 10. He's wearing the 12 jersey, but he's in at first 5'8", and he's got a very experienced and very familiar centre pairing here of Afa Masanga and Sam Armain. It'll be good to see what we can get.
Yeah, well, Sam and Eric played reserve grade a few games last year, so Drew's played with them in that 10 role.
So those connections are previously existing.
And we've got Buckley at half, at scrum half. So exactly as we anticipated with the scoreboard as it is. Looks like Darren Tahu's really having a look at the cattle that he's got. Trying to find some combinations that'll carry him forward towards the final series.
It's always a good opportunity to be able to find, put those different combinations in different.
Oh, good
different areas.
ball. Oh, here's Sam in space. He should have backed himself.
He's pulled it too far. Sam Armain, hands on haunches there. He understands what he's done wrong.
That was a great ball there from Drew. Put Sam straight into space.
Yeah, an unforced error. He just gave it too much. A bit excited by the opportunity there.
Our man was looking down at the pitch, looking like he hit a soft spot or something. It put him off.
Drew actually had to come into fullback. He debuted for A grade in the fullback position in Brothers semi-final, so he was thrown in there. And he did well.
Definitely not the easiest entry in
No,
A grade, is it?
definitely not. Semi-final.
And not the usual bar. Normally, you come in off a few bench games.
Off the bench, yeah, he was just chucked straight in there. Debut, fullback, semi-final.
He's a slender body too, but he definitely has the skills to be an impactful stalwart for regional rugby clubs. So.
He can take a hit as well. Get straight back up.
Missed opportunity there for Brothers. Armain had the opportunity in front of him. He just couldn't find the mark with that pass, but the pressure not yet alleviated for the Caboolture Snakes.
It's a lot of space on this blind side here. Would not be surprised if looks like Tulele's at 8 there. No, he's left it for Jack.
It is Tulele. Hosea Tulele, big Oscar in the 16.
Oh, it's gone
jersey.
back. Oh, here we go.
It's the 22.
Oh, it's been
Chasing
grounded.
a tidy clean-up there from this replacement scrum half from Caboolture, who's looked pretty energetic since he's come on the pitch. What a pitch it is too. It's in good nick.
It's definitely looking in great condition.
It's a world-class
Done
facility
well.
out here at Kawana Sporting Precinct.
Well, we got the Olympics coming in a few years, so
You'll be retired by then.
I'll
so.
be retired. Yeah, I will be. 2032. What does that? What will that make me? 30.
Nah, you won't be retired by then. Hopefully you pack a few kilos on. You might make your way into the engine room.
See what happens, eh?
So boys, thoughts and reflections. We've got an A-grade competition where there's a clear benchmark. The USC Barbarians have won 3 on the trot. They've retooled and they've come out and not yet lost.
No, they lost last week to Noosa.
First loss in what,
In
690 days or something.
So
So,
look,
yeah.
it's. I think the competition's definitely very even and level. The teams that were towards the lower end of the table last year, like Maroochydore,
Yeah, they've got a strong
Noosa,
side.
they've definitely put their front foot forward this year, and they're pushing towards the top 4.
Noosa really did a good job of blooding some of the younger athletes that were coming through the ranks last year.
I think they've had some coaching changes
mark.
this year as well.
They've signed a pretty big coach at Noosa this year, so.
And
it's obviously
Maroochydore have
affected.
retooled after a year of somewhat instability.
Probably a year they would like to forget. Yep.
Yeah.
Brothers are there and around the mark.
think
They've got the pieces to the
Oh, we
puzzle.
can see
The
that,
race
yeah.
to the top
Together.
4 is going to be it's going to be tight the whole way through, all the way to the end of the season.
So much talent.
Obviously, Brothers after this win, they'll be floating around that top 4 area.
Especially important after a pretty heartbreaking loss last week to Caloundra, who've climbed their way up the ladder over the year.
Yeah, that was a close one.
Seems to be the way with Brothers and Caloundra. They seem to be leading towards the back end of the game, and Caloundra just finds a way to bring it
It's
back.
happened the last couple. Yeah, even last year we had a couple games, both
Nice
games.
grab
Good
from
ball in there.
Drew
So,
Goodman.
Here we
man.
go.
man.
Oh, and
Not
he's
stopping
so
it from
hard
there.
to stop.
Not stopping it from there.
He backed himself on that one.
I think if you look at his impact defensively and offensively, obviously with the line breaks and the tackle bust, I think Sam Armane's been best on ground.
He's got so much to offer, Sam. The amount of breaks he's made through the middle today.
And a nice boost of confidence there for Drew Goodman. It was a shaky pass out the back of the ruck, and he reeled it in and turned Sam inside.
Beautiful little inside ball there.
Yeah, he's made a couple of good passes like that today, Drew. Give him some confidence.
Get a look at Afamasaga on the tee with Riley Collins on the bench. Afamasaga, left foot kicker.
Look at the size of those quads there, boys.
Yeah.
That's about 2 of my legs put together, I reckon.
Look at him standing
And
next
I'm not skinny.
standing next to Sam Buckley there.
It's Kobe beef, man.
Oh!
And a clean
Oh,
He's
it is-
left it late, but he has absolutely smoked that.
And that'll be it, eh?
That is full time.
Yeah, that'll do it. So we'll see what this means for Brothers season. Caboolture, admirable in defeat, but still a lot of homework to do for the boys from down south.
Righto, boys. Well,
So it's a full-time score of 41-5.
I'm gonna go get some beers. I'll leave it with you.
Appreciate you joining us on the call. I'm Quinn Whitaker.
Yeah, I'm not.
That was Zayden Holmstrom. I'm Matt Mountain. Thanks very much for joining us. We'll be back
Couple of weeks' time.
whenever we're back, if we get invited. Thank you very much. Cheers for the stream team, boys, for putting us on today. And have a good one.